Now they say when in Rome, do as Romans do. But this particular one, I refuse. Hi everyone, Hilma here. How are you guys doing? I hope you are doing well. Well, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Hilma. Please do consider clicking that subscribe button so that you become part of the family, and do not forget to turn on your post notifications so that you'll be notified every time I post a new video. Today I'm back with yet another sit down video. I'm going to talk about culture shocks which I experienced when I came to India. I have been in India for the past 2 years and a few months. Yes, and these are things that used to shock me, and some still continue to shock me until today. Some still continue to shock me, but others I'm just like, it's normal. I've kind of adapted. So yeah, a disclaimer before we start. My Indian subscribers, please do not come for me. This is my own personal experience, what I have seen, what I have experienced in the state of Kerala. So whatever I'm going to say here is based on what I have seen in Kerala. Or in these states where I'm staying, there are 33 million people only in this state. So whatever I'm going to say, the culture which I see here will be totally different from the culture, let me say, in northern India, because their things are also different. And since I'm in the southern India, here things are also done differently. I personally believe, this is my own belief, that India borrowed nothing from the world except for English and the legal system. India borrowed nothing from the world. The culture here is very unique. Unlike in Africa, where we are losing our culture to a certain extent because things are being influenced by the West. Let me just say that. Most of the things in Africa are being influenced by the West. Here, Indians, they are doing their own thing. They are not looking for validation from the outside world. They are happy with what they are doing. Let me just say that. Culture shock number one. That will shock most of you, especially my African friends or African people. Ladies in India pay their dowry. Or let me say, ladies in Kerala pay their dowry. Now me, the African in me, I will not and I shall not and I cannot pay my own dowry. It's not going to happen, not now, not tomorrow, never. It's not happening. There's no way I'm going to pay my dowry. But here they pay their own dowry. The man does little to nothing. I think he only caters for his maybe food on his side when like the time of their marriage now, and then maybe the clothes he will wear. But ladies pay their own dowry. Yeah, they pay the dowry to the guy, which is kind of, that thing is still not sitting well with me. Like, you mean I should leave my parents' house, I should come to your house, come stay with you, and I should pay my own dowry? It just doesn't make sense. But yeah, it's their culture. And also another thing is that here arranged marriage is still a thing. Yeah, they do arranged marriage. More people are married through arranged marriage than through love marriage. It's not that love marriage is not there, but you'll see few people. You'll see very few cases. Most of the people here are married through arranged marriage. There's even like a marriage broker. Marriage broker, where your parents have to go and then they try to match you with whoever is available. I just don't understand, like, how. My friend was even telling me, like, most of my friends, they even know, like, when they are getting married. Most of my Kerala friends, they already know. Like, one was telling me she knows she's getting married next year, and the other one says she's getting married in December. They already know, like, their wedding dates. For them, it's just to sit back, relax. Their parents are already sorting out everything. They are already looking for their partners. But that's their culture, so they are happy. So who am I to judge? Anyways. Another thing is the caste system. In India, there's a caste system where some Indians are regarded as higher than others, and then there are those who are lower than others, which I don't understand. If we are both Indians, we are all citizens of the country and we should have equal rights. But there are now those who try to mistreat others because they come from a lower caste class. The general class, and then there's OBC. OBC is other backward classes. I think they are like different caste categories, and they are grouped in those categories, and everyone is treated according to their caste. I don't know if I'm saying it the right way, but yeah, please, my Indian subscribers, comment down in the comment section. Let me just say, some Indians are higher than others, and then there are those who are like at the low bottom. When it comes to jobs, they are the ones in the lower classes. Sometimes they are given priority because the government is trying to actually get away with the whole caste system, but it's a step that needs to be taken. It's a step-by-step process. You cannot just say, okay, now we want to get rid of this caste system. It's going to take them long to actually get rid of it, because also now some Indians, they believe that they are higher than others, and then there are those who believe they are lower than others. Like they have this net exam that they write. There's a cutoff mark. If you are from, let me say, other backward classes caste, and this one is from the general caste, they do not have the same passing marks. You see, the ones from the lower class have a lower passing mark, and then the other ones have a higher passing mark. Let me say if the exam is out of 200, if the exam is out of 200, the ones from OBC caste, they are required to have a passing mark of 150, while the ones from the general caste category, they are, for example, required to have a high, for them to pass, they need like 170 out of 200. This doesn't make sense. Like, citizens are supposed to be treated the same. For me, that's how I feel. I don't believe that we should have classes. But yeah, as I've said, the government is trying to do away with it, but it's going to take a long way to actually also change people's way of thinking, you know. Another thing is, bathrooms or toilets in India are a pleasant surprise. Indians do not use toilet paper. Now they say when in Rome, do as Romans do, but this particular one, I refuse. I'm not doing as they do. They do not use toilet paper. I wish I had a picture, but I don't have a picture to insert to see like the Indian style toilets. So if you are curious to know, just go on Google, type in Indian style toilet. You'll see how they are different from the European toilets. If you have seen in movies, so what they don't use toilet paper, they use water to wash. You do your business, and after that you wash with water. Yeah, I don't know how they do it, but it's working for them. It has been working, and it's still working for them. So yeah. But for me, I always make sure when I go out in public, I carry my own toilet paper, because especially public toilets, you will hardly find toilet paper. But wherever you go, you always find that there are like 3 Indian toilets, 3 Indian style toilets, and then 1 European toilet. They are not that bad. They try to consider us who cannot use the Indian style toilet. Just because they do not use toilet paper does not mean they do not. So if you go in the shops, you still find toilet papers, but when you go to the teller, they'll still be staring at you like, what is this girl going to do with the toilet paper? But yeah, that's that. Another thing is the head wobbling. Okay. Indians like shaking their head. Like when they're talking, they like doing this. You see? Now when I came, I used to be so confused. Like, why are these people always shaking their head? But it means they are agreeing to whatever you say. Now for me, in Africa, or let me say in my country, Namibia, this, if you do your head like this, it means no. This means yes. But in India, this means yes. If you do this, it means yes. So now what I do when they ask me something, I always say it out verbally, yes or no, because you'll be confused. This one, it means yes. And I'm now used to shaking my head like this. Even when I go back home, I know I'll be shaking my head, talking to people like... Another thing is, you'll see in the streets are the cows. You'll see the cows. Indian street cows, like, it's like a god to them. They worship cows, especially the Hindus. They worship cows. So you see cows almost everywhere in the street, walking. Cow will stop for a cow to pass without hootering or anything. Just calm, peaceful. You know, in Africa, you see a cow, you are there sounding your horn, beep, 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 beep. Here, no, they don't do that because the cows are considered as very, what is the word? Sacred. The cows are considered holy in India. Yes. So that's that, but it's working for them. It's working for them. Another thing I have observed, I don't know if this one is a culture shock or it's an observation. Indian men, they hold hands. Like you find Indian men holding hands. Now back in Africa, people will say these two, they are holding hands, they belong to the LGBTQ community. But in India, it's normal for them, it's normal for men to hold hands. And you'll see them hugging each other. I'm just like, what? And it's not this, you know how guys hug, it's not this kind, it's this kind of hugging each other. You see them holding hands. But I used to wonder at first, but now I have gotten to kind of, I understand, I totally understand. It's how they are. In India, men are more than women, right? Now in Kerala, please, if you are my Keralite subscriber, I want to understand one thing. After 6 o'clock, let me just say, after sunset, you hardly see any female. You hardly see any female on the street. You go out at night like this, you are just seeing men on the street. You hardly find any ladies. And I don't understand why. After 6, they are all the ladies are all in their homes, and then there's Hilma going to the shop at 7. Just me, the only lady in the streets walking to the shop, and other men strolling around. But also, I just feel like sometimes you need fresh air to go and walk around and just breathe properly. But yeah, I hardly see ladies out at night, especially in this Kerala. Yeah, you are joking. You hardly see any lady out at night in the street. No, but I never understood why, and I never understood. It's maybe because of safety, or I really don't know. But yeah, that's just an observation. That one is bonus. I don't think it's a culture shock. But yeah, overall, I love India so much. I am going to miss this place. India is like my second, it's not like, India is my second home. I know I'll be back. I'll definitely come back here one day. I'm going to miss this place so much, guys. I'll definitely miss it. But if you're the kind of person who love adventure, India is definitely the country for you. There's one thing I've seen, Indians love foreigners. They are so welcoming. They are so hospitable toward foreigners. As long as you are not misbehaving, they are really hospitable toward foreigners. They love foreigners. Like, I have received massive love from these people. I am telling you. We have come to the end of the video. I am so sorry if there's any noise in the background. Our hostel is close to the road, and honestly, the traffic here is crazy because it's also the main road. I'm hoping the mic will actually do its job and cancel out the noise, but if it doesn't, I am so sorry for the noise. There's really nothing I can do about it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Please do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. I'll see you guys in my next video. Let's engage in the comment section. Tell me what you know. Adios.